So the Bristol night race has come and gone. And we got basically a week with no cup racing. And yeah, in today's video, I'm basically going to be giving you my thoughts on the Bristol night race weekend. And we're going to see whether, just talk about the stuff that happened in the race and just really the whole weekend as a general. Because this was a pretty, okay, the races or the days leading up to the Bristol night race was pretty interesting, to say the least. First off, Thursday, we've had the scary news of Dale Jr.'s plane crashing in an airport in Tennessee. I don't think it was that far near the racetrack, but yeah. But the good thing is that Jr., his wife Amy, and daughter all got out of there alive. You know, the two dogs as well, and the pilots. And yeah, it was a pretty scary time, I guess we could say. But yeah, but hey, everyone got out okay, and Dale Jr. gonna be back at Darlington, and I'm gonna enjoy seeing him. Obviously, go out there and try to win Darlington. Then we had the truck race, which was pretty crazy. If I had to say so myself, I mean, basically everyone was fighting everyone after the race. Natalie Decker proving to the NASCAR world once again why she is just talentless, and just why is she even in a race car anyway. So yeah, the next Danica Patrick, I'm calling it. I'm freaking calling it. What else happened in the race? Brett Moffitt was able to get a win, and he advances himself to the next round of the chase. And yeah, so the trucks been pretty exciting, nonetheless. The Xfinity race, Leeches were in the race. They all got taken out. And then NASCAR froze a caution for no reason, which screwed Justin Allgaier. And yeah, then Tyler Reddick won again at Bristol. Or he wins again in the season. But first win at Bristol, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. But let's get into the Cup race. So, the Cup race, overall, the Bristol night race, the 2019 Bristol night race, overall, it was a very good race. I gotta say, right off the bat, I mean, in stage one, we had a lot of close competitive racing between guys like Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson. It was very enjoyable to watch that. Also, you got Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Matt DiBenedetto. We're going to get into Matt DiBenedetto in a little bit. So all of them, were racing each other very good and very cleanly. And then we got a first caution in the race. I believe it was in stage one. Basically, Austin Dillon blows a tire, loses talent once again. Jimmy Johnson is collected, and almost Kyle Busch was as well. Also, by the way, Kyle Busch was nowhere fast this weekend, or he really didn't show that many signs of speed or winning. Now, he did get a top five, but in the first half of the race, he was just pretty much terrible. Which, as as a fan, me not liking Kyle Busch all that much, pretty enjoyable to see, and stuff like that. But I'm guaranteed he's most likely going to win Indianapolis, which is in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, this really did affect Jimmy Johnson's playoff hopes, because it had knocked it down completely. And yet once again, another race with a lot of bad luck for Jimmy Johnson. And Ryan Newman may actually make the goddamn chase. What a time to be alive. We're going to get into Ryan Newman in a little bit. But anyways, going back to stage one, there was an amazing finish between both Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson. Give the stage win to Kyle Larson, and second was Chase Elliott. In stage two, I'm trying to remember. It was I know Kurt Busch won the stage, and there was a late race caution around there. I believe it was Clinton Boyer spinning, and stuff like that, which also hurt his playoff hopes as well. And in the end of the stage, which was won by Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman and Daniel Suarez, the guys who were outside of the playoff cut line, they got a lot of stage points in that stage. So yeah, so that is gonna be So that pretty much kind of confirms it that, okay, if something, Jimmy Johnson and both Clint Boyer, they're going to have to get stage points no matter what. And it's not really looking all that good for both of them. So, yeah. Then we get on to stage 3. This point of the race, Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch, the guys who really weren't competitive all day, they stay out, and Chase Elliott was one of the few guys also there as well. They led for a little bit, stuff like that here and there. Then there was a big crash. I know Jimmy was involved. Ricky Stenhouse was involved. It was Blaney also. A couple of the front row motorsports guys. David Reagan, who announced he was going to step away from full-time racing. Michael McDowell. And then Ryan Preece. And then that set up a restart. And that was the final caution of the race, I believe. So then it came down between Eric Jones, Matt DiBenedetto, and I think also Chase Elliott as well. You also had other drivers like Denny Hamlin was also in there as well, and Brad Keselowski. Yeah, I forgot Brad K. And stuff like that. And as the laps are winding down, Eric Jones is leading the race. And at this point in time, I'm like, Eric Jones could maybe get the win, finally at Bristol, considering that's kind of one of his best tracks. And then, basically what happens is that he gets passed by the lead by not Chase Elliott, no, not by Denny Hamlin, but by Matt DiBenedetto. Yes, Matt D, Lightning McQueen, the 95 passes Eric Jones for the lead. Eric Jones also makes contact with the wall coming out of 4, and that basically very much screw up his race. Chase Elliott is also in second, but he's falling back, and stuff like that. And also, by the way, watching this race as a Chase fan, I mean, I knew he was going to have speed, but I wasn't so sure if he was going to maybe win or stuff like that. He got a top 5, which is pretty good, I take that rather than a poor finish like in the other previous races. Chase Elliott's starting to go back to form, it seems like, after the win at Watkins Glen, and stuff like that. So the laps are winding down. Denny Hamlin had caught up to second, or he's in second, and Matt DiBenedetto basically has to get through the lap traffic, because one of the few things that's common at Bristol is the lap traffic is usually a bitch, basically, and stuff like that. And, and this is really the point where I feel like this is really where Matt DiBenedetto was screwed out of a win. Ryan Newman, being Ryan Newman, doesn't even give him the spot. Basically, he basically ruins up his race. Basically, what happened was that Ryan Newman, the slow race car, was went up in front of DiBenedetto. They made contact. It screws up DiBenedetto's the front part, like the fender, like the front part of the fender, and that screws up his race. Only a couple laps to go. Denny Hamlin passes him for the lead. Matt DiBenedetto tries to catch up to him, but wasn't enough. There wasn't enough amount of time. Denny Hamlin then wins the Bristol night race for... when was the last time we won at Bristol? I forget. But anyways, now before we get on to Denny Hamlin and him winning and stuff like that, which, by the way, I'm going to have to get some credit to Denny Hamlin after this, but... the whole thing with DiBenedetto being checked up by Ryan Newman, honestly, okay, here's the deal. If you're running 2 times slower than the leader, then you're basically not racing for anything. You're basically holding up the leader. Now, okay, the rules state that Ryan Newman, okay, he can basically do that all he wants, but this is one of the reasons why I just absolutely hate Ryan Newman, is that, one, Ryan Newman's whole entire career, the only one thing he was good at is a qualifier. He's a good qualifier, but here's the second deal. He's not a race winner. Now in 2003, or was it 2003 or 2002? 2003, I know he won 8 races. That was his only successful career or his season to date. And yeah, that's just pretty much it for Newman. He's a good qualifier, but not a good race car driver. Yeah, won races here and there and stuff like that. I mean, the last win was basically to strategy. Luke Lambert, I think, like at Phoenix that couple years ago, they obviously won that race and stuff like that. So, yeah, just honestly, I'm not surprised because Newman, he's a jackass, basically a big ass roadblock and stuff like that. And at this point, I'm just saying, I hope he just misses the chase. But if he makes the chase, and I mean, hey, he's going to be a first round eliminator, so we're not going to care. So going back to Danny Hamlin, very good run by Danny Hamlin. A good run. I mean, I think that Danny Hamlin, he's going to be a very big contender when it comes to the chase. I'm very excited to see what he's going to do in the chase because I am thinking, could this possibly be the year where Danny Hamlin could possibly win his first championship and pretty much proves to everyone that he's not Denny Derails. He's not the guy who dumped Chase Elliott. He's a NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series winner. I also give him props for saying sorry because he knows what Matt DiBenedetto is going through. But honestly, I mean, well, your job's out there to win, so I don't know why, but that was pretty good, stuff like that. This also sucks for Matt DiBenedetto. I'm not so sure about you guys, but I feel like that could possibly the 95 crew have maybe found some speed, maybe, or I don't know. Is this a fluke? I can't talk. I don't know. I'm excited when they go to Darlington. So yeah, and Wheels Mike Wheeler has won at Darlington before, so maybe So overall, good race. Good winner. Everything was pretty good about the race, and this whole controversy about the old Bristol versus the new Bristol. I love both Bristols. I love the newer Bristol more because I grew up on it the most, and yeah, just I love a multi-groove racetrack, and if it's a short track like a bull ring. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below what you thought of the video. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be presenting you guys with a big unboxing on Wednesday and a couple of NASCAR Authentics reviews as well. See you guys later.